Okay, the table gives the grouped frequency distribution for the lengths of electrical cables of 80 toasters. Complete the following cumulative frequency table. Okay, so all we need to do is add as we go along, we know that. So we've got no chords which were a length of less than 48.5, and we can see that here. We've got 6 which were less than 53.5. So now we're looking at less than 58.5. So that's going to be this group and this group added together. So that's going to be 44. Now we want to know all of those, how many were less than 63.5. So that's going to be this group, and this group. So adding those is 76. And then we want to know how many were less than 68.5. So that's going to be this group, this group, this group, and this group. And that adds up to 80. And I'm happy because I've got this adding up to 80, and I've got 80 toasters. So that's a good little check. Right, drawing my curve now. First of all, before I start, I always check my scales. So looking at the sides, I've got 10 little divisions standing for 20. So I know each little division stands for 2. So for example, that's 10, and that's 2 by there. Going along the bottom, I can see that every 2 divisions stand for 1, so every 1 little division is a half. And I'm going to be marking at 48.5, so 1 back, 2 by there. 53.5, so that's there. 58.5, so that's there. 63.5 is there, and 68.5 is there. So I've got those marked ready, so I know where I'm going from. Right, so less than 58.5 was 0, so that's easy. Less than 53.5 was 6, remembering this goes up in 2s. Less than 58.5 is 44, so I'm going to strip to 44, 2, 4, there we are. Up to 63.5 is 76, so up to 70, and I want 76, 2, 4, 6, and finally 80. Okay, drawing in now a nice smooth curve. Not bad. There we are. Okay. Next part of the question then. Use your cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate of the median, the lower quartile, the upper quartile, the interquartile range of the length of the electrical cords in centimetres. And we've got to complete this table. So going back to my graph then. So, first of all, I've got to find the median. Well, the median is halfway up, across and down, because it's the middle value. We've got 80 values altogether, so half of those is 40. So halfway up takes us to 40. So there we are, halfway up for the median. Across to the line, and then down. There we are. What have I got? Well, that's 57.5, so that's 58. Okay, lower quartile. So the lower quartile is a quarter of the way up, across and down. Quarters, cut into quarters. Lower quartile. So a quarter of 80 is 20. So a quarter of the way up. Across and down, here we are. So it's going to be the lower quartile, and that's going to be, well, that's 55, so that's 55.5 there. Upper quartile, 3/4 of the way up, across and down. So That'll be 60, 3/4 of 80 is 60, 3/4 of the way up. Upper quartile, across and down. Don't forget, you might have slightly different values on this because of the curve. So that was 60, 60.5, 61. Okay. Right, and now I need the interquartile range. Okay, so the interquartile range is just the upper quartile, take away the lower quartile, and that gives me 5.5. Right then. So it also gives me here now the length of the shortest electrical cable being 50, the length of the longest being 68. Draw a box and whisker plot to illustrate the lengths of these electrical cords. Okay, so we've got the lowest one then, is 50, so put a mark, draw a line at 50. Then I put the lower quartile on, the lower quartile is 55.5, so that goes by here. We've got the median, that's 58, so that's here. And the upper quartile is 61. And finally, we've got the longest length of 68, which is here. Okay, put the box around to show the interquartile range, like so. And then put our whiskers on. To show the range. There we have it. Box and whisker plot.